Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your girl Sherry. I'm back in this kitchen because you know what, I don't play around in this kitchen. I make it do what it do. Like I said, you don't have to do what I do. You can improvise and you can do it how you do it. But I'm just sharing a couple of tips and tricks and recipes. Okay, so in front of me I have a whole chicken. I cleaned this chicken out. See how clean that is in there? Thoroughly cleaned it. Broke all the joints. You remember the seasoning we made the other day? I made the green seasoning and then I made the garlic ginger seasoning. Yeah, it's about to go down because half of this chicken is gonna be the green seasoning chicken, and half is gonna be a Chinese ginger garlic chicken. And what I have, I'll just show you in a minute. So right now I'm just gonna separate this chicken. Like I said, I already broke all the joints and everything. And I have my bleach water, guys. Make sure you have your bleach water when you're cooking meat or anything. You know, you rinse your sink down, your countertops, your utensils, or whatever else you're using. I had already drizzled this in olive oil, guys, too. So if it looks a little shiny, that's the reason why. All right, so I'll cut that, right? Use my hands a little bit. All right, so what I'm gonna do is on one side, I'm gonna go in with the green seasoning, like I said, and on the other side, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make it a Korean barbecue, and I'm gonna be using this Noi Chinese barbecue seasoning. Okay, this is Chinese barbecue. It's called cha su. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you see the packet. You can get this from any Caribbean store. You can probably get it from Walmart, but this is what I'm gonna be using. You know how when you go buy the ribs and they're extra red and it tastes really, really good? This is what they're using, okay? So this is what we're gonna use, and I'm gonna separate these after I do the main seasonings. Okay, now, you know, I'm always gonna go in with some Zatarain's, you know. I swear by this Zatarain's New Orleans. I got my green seasoning, I got a little bit of chicken seasoning, and I got my garlic and ginger seasoning. So first I'm going to go in with the green seasoning. And with this green seasoning, you want to make sure that it's incorporated everywhere. Oh, remember I said I was going to put it in the back of my refrigerator? Oh, it's really, really cold. It's almost frozen a little bit. Shit, I might have to move that around. You want to get this everywhere because you want this to be well seasoned. Sometimes you just gotta get your hands dirty, you know. Don't worry about it. You can always wash it off, disinfect it off, or whatever the case may be. You want to rub this in the skin really good. We want to get under the skin. You see this part of the chicken? For some reason, this part right here, I like that part. You want to get nice and crispy. I don't even know what that's called. I think that's called a nose or something like that. Might be the tail. I bet you that's the only tail I'll ever eat. This one right here, you already know. Okay, so I'm gonna get my knife. Like I said, I butterfly this chicken. I'm gonna get my knife just to make some pockets so I can get under the skin a little bit. I'm not gonna double dip. My first dip, I used my hands. I'm not gonna double dip because now it's chicken on my hands. So I'm gonna use a spoon, and I'm not gonna contaminate it. I'm gonna drip it, and I'm gonna get this under the skin. This green seasoning, you can make it any way you like. You can add anything. If you saw how I made this green seasoning, you can add anything. There's a variation of whatever, onions, garlic, scallions, whatever you like. Red peppers, green peppers, you can put whatever you like in it. But in this one, it's just basic. It's just the base. So this will save you time from cutting up so many different seasonings at one time. This is what this does. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna make a little slit right here in the leg joint so I can get some seasoning up in there. And we're gonna I'm gonna have this seasoning all day. All day. I want it to be really, really well seasoned. Okay. So that's the green seasoning. We're gonna put that to the side. And I'm gonna start with the garlic ginger. I'm gonna start with the garlic ginger. This is the garlic ginger seasoning we made the other day. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my God. Ooh, it smells really, really good. I'm gonna make, oh, this one is already split, so that's good. I chose this side to do the Chinese barbecue too, because it usually tastes better when it's when the chicken or the chicken is smaller. This was an oven stuffer roaster, guys. I just split it down the middle. I was gonna stuff it and roast it. So yeah, we're gonna go in. We're not gonna use too much of the ginger garlic. This should be it for that ginger and that garlic, because I don't want to overpower it. Ginger is a very strong seasoning. A strong herb. Oh, and also with the ginger garlic seasoning, guys, if you like juicing, you can put some of this ginger and garlic inside your juices. And that'll be called the knockout punch. That'll knock out whatever you're going through. So I remember one time I called myself eating raw garlic. Oh my God. I chewed it up, I swallowed it down, and inside my stomach was burning. I said, hell no, never again. Yeah, but you can put the ginger and garlic inside your juices, guys. So I'm just making a pocket right here to get a little more seasoning in here. Just a tad bit, not much. And don't forget, we have our Scotch bonnet pepper. I added a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper inside this ginger garlic seasoning. And yeah, so I'm using my hands, guys. When you're cooking, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, because you can always wash them, sanitize them, or whatever else. All right, so that's it for that. Now we're going to go in with some other seasonings. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I know I keep my bleach water. Bleach them hands down, baby. Especially when you're touching raw meat. Bleach your sink down, your countertops down, everything. You have to keep some type of diluted, bleach is a disinfectant. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure everything is nice and clean. Okay, so on this side, I'm only going in with some Zatarans on this side, because like I said, this is going to be a regular roasted chicken. So just want to sprinkle. I'm going to turn it over. Get up in that cavity. Get up on that leg, that breast, my neck, my back. I'm going to get everywhere on this chicken. Make sure it's well seasoned. We're going to let this set through. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder on here. If I could find it. Lord have mercy. Okay. A little more of this. This is all-purpose seasoning. I had mixed some all-purpose seasoning and not Lawry's. I do not use Lawry's, guys. I mean, if you like Lawry's, that's fine. But me personally, I do not use Lawry's. It's too salty. And if you notice, most times when you see me cook, you don't see me use salt. Because all these seasonings already have salt in it. And it's best to undersalt than oversalt. So if whomever I'm cooking for, or whoever's over, and they feel that they need salt, then by all means, knock themselves out. Add all the salt they want. I'm going to send a little bit of green seasoning up on this breast. So put some more seasoning on here like so. Right? I know some of these things you guys already know. I know that. But these are for the people that don't know. Or for the people that want to add a twist on their recipes. That's who this is for. This is not for my professional chefs and my professional cookers. Yeah, everybody does things differently, you know. All right, so we have that ready. I have a plate here. I'm gonna a foil. I'm gonna put that one over there. I'm gonna slide this bad boy over, right? And with this one, being that I already have your ginger and garlic on here already, I'm gonna go in with this Korean barbecue sauce, and we're just gonna add the Korean barbecue sauce on here. And I don't do, you know what? I'm a seasoning type of person, and for some reason I feel like, you know, I don't want to over season this ginger garlic. So let's cover that up. So we're gonna go in on this half of the chicken with the char siu seasoning. So with this seasoning, you are to, just give me 1 minute, guys, I'm sorry. With this particular seasoning, you're gonna need to add some water in a measuring cup, or whichever you prefer, a cup, regular cup, whatever, you know. You're gonna open it up, and this seasoning has no MSG added. This is the seasoning I'm going in, and the packet does say to marinate this for 4 hours or more. And then we're gonna roast these chickens, and then I'm gonna bake them and then roast them on high. You know what I need? You know what I want to get? And my counter space is already filled up with things. I want to get a convention oven, but my I'm like, where am I gonna put it? I already have some other stuff in the garage. Like, where the hell? You know, this would be good to mix it with pineapple juice too. So we put the whole thing in there. We're gonna mix it, and this is the char siu seasoning. And this is why I didn't want to add any more seasoning on here, because if you add like more garlic, and if you add like all-purpose seasoning on here, it gives it a funny taste. So I didn't want to add any of that on here. It smells just like the Chinese restaurants too, guys. So here we have it. We have it mixing. You know what? This would have been good even if I would have mixed it with some pineapple juice. This would have been good. I'm not sure. I can. Yeah, this is a half a cup of water. They said a half a cup of water in a whole packet. This is kind of watery to me. I might have to boil this down with some starch and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna boil this down. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to boil this down, guys. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna boil this down into a thick paste. Okay, I boiled it down. I just gotta let it cool. But if you see the difference in the thickness, before it was like water. The only thing that I did was I went in, I added some honey, and I added some starch. I just want it to cool off, because, you know, I don't want it to blanch the chicken or cook the chicken a little bit. So I want it to cool. See that? See the thickness now? And this is the char siu. You know what this red coloring reminds me of? I don't know. Like back in the day when we would go to the dentist, like the dentist would give you these red tablets. And you would chew on the red tablets. And I think they would be able to see where the plaque and cavities were on your teeth from that red dye. This kind of tastes like that red dye a little bit. This is something that I would not eat often because of the red coloring, but they do have one without the red coloring. And I'm going to show you the one without the red coloring. I'm just going to put this on right here for a minute. This is the char siu without the red in it. And it's called Chinese roasted chicken. So it says the taste of Hawaii. So yeah, this is the one without the red seasoning. So what I did was I also added a little bit of that pack in there because after I added the more water, I kept having to add water, starch to it. It takes away from the taste of the seasoning. So I had to replace some of the taste. So yeah. It's nice and much thicker than it was before. I'm just waiting for it to cool a little bit, guys. You see how it's making the chicken real red? Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm looking for something right now. Got it. So yeah, I'm gonna marinate this chicken. The other chicken is gonna be a regular chicken. I'm gonna bake them on 350 until they're nice and cooked. And then after, I'm gonna put it on a high broil so the chicken could, so the skin and everything could crisp up really, really good. I'm just gonna go ahead with it. No. It said to marinate it 4 hours. And then I'm going to save some of this sauce to marinate it as it's baking, especially when it gets to the broil part. And this is the char siu Chinese mix. And this is ginger and garlic on this chicken. So this particular chicken has ginger. This half of the chicken has ginger and garlic. So I'm gonna wrap this up in this foil and I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna get up under that skin too. When I'm just gonna do it on this side for now, and when I get it to the broil level, that's when I'm going to matter of fact, I better just flip it over. Should have did the back side first, actually. Let's do a little improvise. Da, 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 la, la. I know this is gonna taste good. I got it. I know for a fact it's gonna be slamming. It doesn't look too appetizing now, but you wait till this bad boy finish. And you know what? Most times I cook, right? And I go through all the preps. I put it on the video. But you guys never get, sometimes you don't get to see the finished product. So just use your imagination on those days. You know it came out fire. Because let me tell you something. By the time I finish all this cooking and I sit down to eat, that's it. That's that on that. But now I'm going to come back and because I'm going to do a part 2 to this video. Because right now, this is going in the refrigerator to marinate down. And this is going to be the Sunday dinner. I was going to make some string beans with this, but that don't match. So I'm going to go in and do maybe some blue potatoes, some purple potatoes, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I got to find what match with this meal, what type of vegetable. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a kale salad. I had the most delicious kale salad when I went out. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot to get the goat cheese. Maybe I'll order Instacart to bring me some goat cheese. I have feta cheese. But that kale salad I had at the restaurant Chart House, it was so delicious. Oh my goodness. I love goat cheese. I don't like goat milk, but I eat some goat cheese. Alright guys, so we have this marinated. So we're just going to close this up. And you know what? If I were to do this again, I wouldn't follow the packet instructions. I would just add a tip of water and leave it real thick. But as you see, I had to go in and I had to thicken the sauce up. You can see, I had to go in and I had to thicken it up. So, I learned some tips and tricks. So that's that on that. Okay, so I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to let this marinate, guys. And I'll be back with part 2. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Bye for now. Bye, guys. And here's our green seasoning side. I already folded this up in aluminum foil. I use heavy duty aluminum foil, guys. It's such a lifesaver. See how sturdy it is? I'm going to marinate these in the foil. The only thing I'm going to do is close the foil up like this. It's not even touching the meat. Make sure all sides are locked. And pop it in the fridge and let these seasonings sit through and let this marinate. So see you in a couple of hours when I'm ready to pop these in the oven. Okay. All right, this is the grand finale. It's completed. That's our herb side. Look how good that looks. And this is our Hawaiian ginger garlic side. Yes, I popped it in the oven, popped it right out, and guess what? I decided to make some mac and cheese with this. Yes, look at all those herbs, look at those juices. Look how nice that is. Now, this is a dinner. You can have 2 selections, take your pick, and then we got our slamming mac and cheese. Listen to it.
Listen to it. Listen, if your macaroni cheese ain't making that noise, it ain't popping. See that? And that's a little, small little thing full of mac.
Guys, I know you hear that sizzle. That sizzle is everything. That means your mac and cheese is perfect. And in this mac and cheese, it goes the usual garlic, you know, heavy cream, your cheeses, real easy. Now let's look at this chicken one more time. And yes, I said you put garlic powder in your mac and cheese, a little mustard, a little Cajun seasoning, all your cheeses, you mix that right up, and this is gonna be your result, guys. Yes, garlic powder, guys. You go in with a little bit of garlic powder, a little Cajun seasoning.
All right,
you mix that bad boy up,
and this is the Hawaiian.
And look at that chicken, baby.
This is ginger garlic.
This
Hawaiian
tastes so good.
And
like,
this is our
herb. Like
big
this
chicken.
was a great.
So this way we can get a variety.
I hope you try it and I hope you like it.
Look at that. Look how good it came out. All right, it's out the oven, guys, and this is the Hawaiian chicken. It's ginger garlic Hawaiian, and this is our herb. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.